What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of a new movie that just came out called Becky. And holy sh... So let me get this straight. There's a home invasion thriller with Kevin James as a neo-Nazi. Yeah, you got my interest. This ain't your daddy's Paul Blart Mall Cop, let me tell you right now. So the story of Becky is about a group of neo-Nazi convicts that escape and wreak havoc on a family while a little girl tries to survive. Now, some people are calling this a Rambo, Home Alone sort of adult thriller home invasion film, but I think that might be cutting it short a little bit and taking away from some of the intensity and fun that this movie has to offer. So yes, I enjoyed this film. This movie was directed by Jonathan Malot as well as Carrie Murnian, who have done the movie Cooties together previously as directors. But don't worry, that doesn't mean this is a comedy. Far from it. In fact, this little home invasion thriller is quite the freaking ride. I enjoyed it from start to finish. It had some really great stylish editing and score work to it that really just beat on your chest like a fucking drum. And that to me is kind of a deal breaker if you're not going to bring the goods with the music and the score, because thrillers really thrive on that kind of thing. So the story is pretty damn interesting, and it does have somewhat of a formulaic approach to the home invasion type movie, but it dives a little bit deeper than most of those movies do, and you will see some familiar trope characters that, you know, when a home invasion happens, one of them is dissenting from the group a little bit and has, you know, some second thoughts about what they're doing. That's the type of tropes that you'll find in this, but the way that they do the characterization of all of these characters, including Kevin James, the little girl, her dad, the family, all of the different characters involving in this are done super well. First up, Kevin James. Is he any good playing a neo-Nazi that's got literally a bunch of fucking symbols all over his body, including one giant one on his noggin? Yes, Kevin James does a really great job in this film, and I would be hard-pressed to find anybody that wouldn't want to see more of that from Kevin James. I'd say this is probably one of the best decisions he's made recently than his entire career. Maybe not financially, but I think this is really pushing the boundaries for Kevin James, and let's hope that we get to see more intensity like this. If I had to be critical, though, some of the writing of his character, no fault of his own, of course, was a little tame and a little less than I thought he was going to be, but there is some sort of story element in the movie where he has to kind of play nice at some moments, so it kind of makes sense. Joel McHale's in this film, and he's not too bad in it. Normally he plays that goofy kind of guy, you know, and he's been in some serious roles, don't get me wrong, but I think he did a really good job of that balance between goofy nice dad and serious drama acting. He played it straight and endearing, so it works. The little girl who plays Becky is Lulu Wilson, and she actually, I think, did a really good job, although some people are feeling that she's a little too disconnected for anybody to feel for her character. She does play quite the angsty teenager. She's 13 in this movie, and it is a little unreasonable how things unfold, but honestly, I was rooting for her when all the mayhem unleashed. Speaking of mayhem, my God, some of the gore in this movie was pretty fucking awesome. I really enjoyed it. There's one scene in particular that made me go, ooh. It's dealing with something that I always freak out about in movies, and I think some of you will too. But the gore is in there aplenty, and I think it adds to this movie. I'm so glad that they chose to do that. For you gore hounds out there, you will be super delighted. All in all, this thriller is actually pretty damn well-rounded in all of the departments. There's only a few minor complaints that I really have with the film, and I can't even put my finger on what it is. Maybe it's just that it is a little formulaic, but watching a little girl dispatch neo-Nazis and home aloneing her way to salvation, is pretty fucking awesome. Plus, the way that they edit these scenes together, the transitions. There's a moment where the characters are speaking on walkie-talkies, but they make it look like they're standing right next to each other. Just great how it builds up and gets closer and closer. Really good stuff here. I'd say that this movie is probably a solid 8.5, maybe even a 9. It isn't super original, but what it does extremely well, and I think it's worth watching if you are into these kind of concepts. Home invasion thrillers. Kevin James is a freaking huge neo-Nazi fucking whatever in this movie. It's at least worth watching for that reason alone. I'd say rent it, and I'm gonna probably buy it on Blu-ray as soon as I possibly can, because I gotta have this in my collection, and I will be very happy about watching it again. Well, what did you guys think, though? Did you see this movie? Are you excited to see this movie? Did you watch the trailer and wonder, oh my god, is this gonna be good or bad? Because that's kind of how I was in the beginning. But let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this film, what your expectations might be, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below and share this with a friend, because it really does go a long way to help me out and reach more amazing individuals who share your time with me each week. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and as always, long live the void.